Performance Monitor. Performance Monitor is the most complete tools you can use to view and analyze applications and hardware data to fix system performance related problems. You can also customize what data to collect and log files, define alert, generate reports, and replay collected performance data in many ways. How to open Performance Monitor. When your computer suddenly isn't fast as usual or keeps freezing up, you're likely dealing with performance issues that you could be caused by a number of reasons. It could be as a result of problem with the hardware, apps or drivers poorly designed, and the operating systems using excessive systems resources, or even be a malware that infected your device. How to use Performance Monitor. Use the Windows key plus R keyboard shortcut to open the Run command. Type Pertmont and click OK to open. Use the Windows key plus X keyboard shortcut to open the Power Users menu. Select Computers, Managements, and click on Performance. Open Start. Do a search for Performance Monitor and click the result. When you first open the tools, it opens in the main page with briefly overview as well as a system summary with real-time data about memory, network adapter, physical disk, and processors usage. On the left, you can find the navigation pane with access to Performance Monitor's data collector set and report. Switching to Performance Monitor, you'll see a screen with a single counters. This is typically the processor's times counter, which displays the processor's load in last 100 seconds. However, the beauty of this tool is that you can add tons of other counters to monitors virtually anything on your computer. Adding new counters. To add new counters to monitor applications and hardware performance on your computer, do the following. Click the green plus buttons above the Performance Monitor's graph. Select local computer on the name of your computer from the drop-down menu. Select and expand the category of the items you want to monitor. For example, for the purpose of this guide, select the network adapters category. Select the counters you want to monitor. Example, bytes total per second. Quick tips: if you are trying to add multiple counters, press and hold the control key and click to select each items you want to add. Also, you can check the show descriptions option to get more information about the counters you're selecting. If applicable, select the instances you want to monitor. For example, on network adapter, you can monitor one or multiple network adapters simultaneously. Click the add button. This is the available counter and the local computers, and then you can see on these add counters. Once you have configured all the counters you want to monitor, you can also customize various aspects of the data shown in the graph. Click OK to confirm and add new counters. Quick tip: if you're trying to change the properties for multiple counters, press and hold the control key, select each item you want to customize, and change the available setting. In addition, you can also change the graph style. Simply click the change graph types in the toolbar and select one of the available views, including line, histograph, bar, and report. Click apply, then click OK. you can see on this you can see performance monitor. You can see the performance monitor, and then the histograph bar, and then report. If you look at the context menu, you'll see the save setting as options, which comes in handy when you want to save the counters and configure for later use. Interesting enough, once you save the setting as the HTML files, you won't be able to load the configurations with performance monitor. As you can see here, you can see file, actions, view, windows, and help, then save settings as, and then you can see the histograph. However, you can open the file using Internet Explorer, which actually loads a fully functional instance of performance monitor in web browser. Alternatively, you can open the setting files with Notepad and copy its contents. Then you can open performance monitor and click the paste counters list, counter plus B button in the toolbar to add your save setting. These options may not work for everyone. Performance monitor counter. Now that you have basic understanding of what performance monitor and how to set it up, let's look at some common counters you can use to monitor your system. Physical disk. You can select counters such as %disk time to monitor the time as drive and taking to complete read and write requests. If this counter says in high numbers for a long time, it could be an indication that the hard drive is ready for replacement. Adding other counters like disk byte per second, disk read byte per second, disk read per second, and disk write bytes per second, and disk write per second can help you to figure out the read and write speed of the hard drive. Processor includes the counters to monitor the processor's activity. You can select counters such as %interrupt time to monitor the time the CPU takes to complete hardware requests. Interrupt. If these counters stay above 30%, it could be an indication that there is a hardware problem. And the %privilege time counters monitors the time the processor is using to execute in kernel privilege mode. A high percentage of privilege times may indicate a poorly written drivers or hardware malfunctions. Network adapter. However, if you're using your internet connections heavily but you still high network activity, it could be a sign of something not working correctly, or it could also be a malware hidden on your computer. Includes a number of counters to monitor the send and receive bytes for one or multiple network adapters. You can select counters such as byte per second, byte per second, bytes total per second to see how much bandwidth is being utilized by your wireless or Ethernet adapter. If you're always downloading files or streaming high resolutions videos and bandwidth, this is constantly hitting 85%, you may want to consider upgrading your data speed plan. Page file includes counters to monitor how page files are being utilized. If your computer is slow and the page file counters %usage and %usage peaks are constantly high, it could be an indication that you need to upgrade your computer's memory. How to use data collector sets. If you want to create custom data collectors set, when you collect specific performance information, do the following. How to use data collector sets. You can see the page file includes counters to monitor how page files are being utilized. If your computer is slow and the page files counters percent usage and usage peak are constantly high, it could be an indication that you need to upgrade your computer's memory. If you want to create custom data collector set, when to collect specific performance information, to the following. While in performance monitor, expand data sets, right click user define, select new and click on data collector set. Then click next, type a descriptive name for the new set, select the create manually advanced option. Select create data logs and check the performance counters options, but notice that you can also use other options as needed. Click next. Click the add button. Pick and add the performance counters you want, then click OK. Configure the sample interval, which defines how often performance monitor will run and collect data. Shorter interval ensures that counters log information more frequently. Next, click next. You can leave the default setting or save your set in another location. Then you click next. The set will run automatically no matter who is signed into Windows 10. But in the step, you can choose a specific user. Check the save and click open close option. Click finish. Once you complete the steps, you can right click your data collector sets under user define and click start to run it or stop to shut it down. Customizing custom data collector set. The wizards will only let you configure some of the settings when creating a custom data collector set. If you want your custom set to stop automatically after a period of time or run it on schedule, you'll need to manually configure those options. To allow a set to stop automatically after a period of time, do the following. Right click the data collector set you want and select properties. Click on the stop condition tab. Check the overall durations options. Define the time duration. Example 5 minutes. Configure the limit as needed. Click OK, click apply. Right click the data collector set you want and select properties. To select a set to run automatically, do the following. Click on the schedule tab, click the add button or folder actions, define the schedule you want, then click OK. Click apply, click OK alongside the ability to create your own sets. Windows 10 bundles to custom data collector set to analyze performance, which are located inside the system folder. System diagnostic collect various detailed system informations and it includes the counters found in system performance. System performance collect valuable performance data above the processor's hard drive, memory, and network adapters on your computer. How to use report. You can view and analyze the data collected which predefined and custom set using the report option. To view and analyze the data collected, simply go to reports and select the reports you want to use. If you're opening one of the system's report, you'll see data arranged in a more meaningful way, allowing you to quickly identify any issue on your computer. On the other hand, when you open a customs report, you'll be able to see a recording of the data collected, which is still useful to help analyze your custom set. Wrapping this up, although you can use other tools such as Task Manager to monitor your system performance, the Performance Monitor is a more advanced tool that allows you to monitor virtually anything on your computer. And once you understand it, Performance Monitor can be a valuable tools to analyze and fix any performance problems on Windows 10. This is it. This is my topic for Roadrunner. Thank you.